what I learned here, everything starts with the ball and finish with the ball. So sometimes we forget that this is a game 11-11 with one ball, and we try to keep this ball, we try to play with the ball, we try to make everything with the ball.
Sweat drops of blood drip down to the mud. Stress hits the one that we call the sun. It's begun. And in the garden he prays. All his mates are stone throw away, barely awake. The fate of mankind relies on one man. Our life in his hands, he falls under the weight. On his knees as he pleads for the Father to understand. If there is any other way, take this cup from my hand. Those were the cries as he looks to the sky, sees the stars through the tears, and hears the Father's reply. Meanwhile, in another place, bears another face. Another man with a plan, with some silver to waste. Their mistakes and decisions aid to the precision of a mission that was driven by some divine vision. A bag of silver pieces for the life of a friend. There's no price for this life, don't even try to comprehend. Back to the garden, a decision was made. One decides to pay his life, the other just gets paid. Did Judas have a reason? Was he just a backstabber? To force a revolution or to make his pockets fatter? The reason doesn't matter, but just try and picture this. The betrayal of your teacher symbolized in a kiss. What was once holy becomes a picture of death. Like a don from the films, did he kiss the right or the left? Locked eyes witnessing as the heart begins to harden. The sight of soldiers with torches, they enter the garden. Peter begs their pardon as he chops off an ear. A fisherman steps up to a soldier with no fear. Yo, it's on the crew step as the numbers expand. Getting out of hand and violent, they were silenced by the lamb. No need for war, that's not what it's about. This war's beyond your control, like a flood or a drought. Step back, I need to go peacefully. Under the 12 feels the pressure to flee indecently. 3 men split to take a journey that night. The tales juxtaposed all the lessons in life. Peter, Judas, and the one we call Christ come under right, but only one at a time gets the limelight first. My boy, the son, the Messiah. Trial after trial, they would call him a liar. The only lies were from those bearing false testimony. Attempts to assess this man make me restless. Identity suppressed, the trials progress. His own people digress, but he will soon repossess. The crowd turns next to the man in our story, Peter, the one to travel from shame to glory. While his rabbi questioned in a tasteless mistrial, the man that I mentioned is the face of denial. Mere hours before, he charged in like a veteran. Now they ask if he knows he's Jesus, and he shakes his head at them. But we've seen you with this rabbi. You were a disciple, was it truly you? Or just someone who looked like you? He tried to, but the words wouldn't come out. He shouts, I've never seen this man, as it spills from his mouth. Self-loathing shame hangs his head as they go. His heart heavy as he hears the sound of the rooster crow. Two spend the night in regret retreating. One can't sleep due to torment and beatings. Hours seem like seconds, it's a 3C daylight, an unforgettable night, but it's time to make it right. Peter puts his chest out, his fear is adjourned. Judas holds out a bag of dirty silver to return. Christ stands firm as the opposition burns. I am who you say, he says calm but stern. Crucify him. There's a lesson to be learned. The people have spoken, let authority upturn. The Romans say this man is not of our concern. We'll punish as we see fit, and then we'll return. The guards have fun as they take their turns. Scourging was a job and there was money to be earned. Flesh rips from back as he bears his bones. Grace and providence help him sustain the blows. But that's not enough, the people demand. Pontius Pilate washes hands from the blood of this man. Do what you will, this is not my call. The sun shines on Golgotha, the place of the skull. Irony could be found on the other side of town. A tree with a noose, with some rope hanging down. Too much regret and torment. Judas is sick of living, wouldn't put the rope around his neck if he knew he could be forgiven. Juxtaposed, he gave his life on the same day. Peter pushes through the crowd with Mary making way, dragging a cross on the back to the place he will die. Is this a perfect death or assisted suicide? He could end it all as a matter of fact, but he takes it like a man, there's a purpose for the act. Irony, a man who used carpentry for good is now the subject, nailed to some planks of wood. Barely alive, looking down to the crowd next to his mother is an apologetic man, looking back and wonder, this man will become the perfect sacrifice. We all owe a debt, but he will pay the price. Making amends, he speaks down to the brother. Mother, this is son, and son, this is mother. Soon after, he looks up to the sky, screaming, why have you forsaken me? He gives up his life. Victory can be deceiving, and they're wondering why. You think Christ had it bad? You should see the other guy. 3 days later, the sun begins to rise. I mean, in both senses of the term, what a surprise. The tale of 3 men stands strong today. One died for us, one died for self, the other walked away. It's a fact and it's seen through our history. Freedom's bought with blood because freedom is never free. A wicked tale, but here's the mystery. This ain't a sad story, this is our victory.
The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you.
The development and discipline of one's willpower is of supreme moment in relation to success in life. No man can ever estimate the power of will.
Believe. You've heard it before, and we hear it all the time, that all you simply have to do in order to be a success is believe. Belief in yourself. But yet, why are so many people not a success? Why are there people that even tell us this? They're not even a success for themselves. They haven't accomplished their goals or their dreams. What's the difference? What's the disconnect? Well, the disconnect is there must be a deep-seated belief. You must have a deep-seated belief that moves you at your core.
Maybe you're not doing what you originally envisioned, but maybe you'll find a way to do it even better if you have some faith. Maybe if you keep developing yourself and you know at least the emotion you want, the contribution you want to create, you'll find a better way. Most importantly, before you can find a way, you got to know the essence of what it is you really want. What is that purpose? That's what I'm really asking you about.
One of the secrets of a successful life is to be able to hold all of our energies upon one point, to focus all of the scattered rays of the mind upon one place or thing.
Instead of living in a society where we're so afraid to believe in anything or anyone that we believe in nothing at all, and we lose our power of positive thinking. We try to protect ourselves from things we maybe not even need to protect ourselves from.
So the truth is, we can't change the past. What's done is done. We gotta own our actions, but putting ourselves on trial, acting as our own judge, jury, and executioner is not the answer. Because a lot of the time, all that judging does is just to ensure that we're going to repeat the cycle.
Who's got you talked into doing